Hello everybody, Sifd again, and today I will be going through every single secret and puzzle that there is in the game. And yeah, that's it pretty much. So without further ado, let's go right into Leshy's cabin right away. So this is pretty much after you lose from Leshy, or win. Okay, so here we are at Leshy's cabin. This is pretty much the moment we just died. And we get our deck. Let's assume that we died here or won, it doesn't matter. We can begin right away with some secrets here. So first thing you can actually do, because a lot of people say that you can actually do this. First of all, you should do this, which everybody knows how to do. You just get the ring from here. This ring will give you pretty much free, what's it called? A free trait from Leshy at some point. This clock where it's written is at the bottom right of the final Leshy fight. Right now it's not visible, so forget that. But this is the first secret you can do. Now, people say that you can actually, if you know what you do with the secret eye, you can actually skip getting the secret eye. Give me a second to go and look back the real time here, and I will show you that that's actually not the case. Oh, so this is what it looks like. I will leave this here, and when I get the eye, you will see that this thing is correct. And just because I don't have the eye, it doesn't work. Now, second thing. Actually, first thing pretty much. Over here is a key. To get that, you have to go through the book, and the moment you open it, it's 273. So in the save, you just press the number 273. That's it pretty much. You get this key, you go over here, open up. Now we got some puzzles. Very easy puzzles. The puzzle is as if you're fighting an enemy, so you have the 2-1 attack him, the 1 attack him, and that's 5 damage. Like that. Easy peasy. You get a skink out of that. Okay. Off to the next one we go. The right one. This one might be a bit harder, but it's not really that hard. You see that this thing is locked, so if you attack it, it will move to the right and block the 3-2. You don't want that to happen. So right now we're doing 1 damage here, 3, 4, 5. As you see the numbers, so that's done. You just don't want to attack that, so that's done too. Let's go to the next one. So this one to unlock, you just have the flyer attack here because this thing cannot go through. So this does 3, 1, 2, 3. So this does 3, and this does 2 from the flyer, and this goes to the right and it doesn't block, so this goes through. Okay, we found it. So let me go back to this just to show it again. Here we can, this is a bit more complex, but first thing you have to realize is that these two are blocked in, so this thing will attack this. So what you want is this thing to attack here, so this dies, and does not attack here. Then this attacks here left, and this attacks here in the middle. So right now, this attacks here, it dies, and then this goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you get the squirrel head. The squirrel head is actually one of the more powerful things for the totem building. And yeah, you're done with this. Now, because I had the caged wolf, we have to actually use the caged wolf to go on with our story. And we will also go through this portrait in a bit. So, yeah, first things to do is just actually try and kill the wolf off. Okay, time to do the painting along the way. So the painting is squirrel... what's it called? Turtle very right and squirrel very left. Turtle on the left, squirrel on the right. So we go here and here. Spawn this here. And we ding it. This should not make us lose. Okay, very nice. And then this should actually trigger the event. This was the event triggering. And now if you go back out and see the painting, you will see it's actually gone. Okay, and here's the wolf. So now what you want to do is actually try to sacrifice it, like try to make it die. So that's what we're gonna do. Okay. I can win in 1 round, so... And we did it. And now this is going to die. And the moment it dies, something happened, and now we unlock the wolf. Here's also a wolf, but I will show you the real wolf. Let's win this fight real quick. Okay, so that's done. Let's go over to the wolf. Here he is. You pick the wolf up, go over here, place it down, and boom, you get the knife out of that. You get the knife, go over here, leave the knife. The knife is already where it has to be, so we're gonna use this right away. And also, this is the painting. So because I did the painting riddle, I get a reroll. I will also show the other paintings in a bit, because the painting is a 3-time thing. But for now, let's pick this thing up. And what this thing does is, whenever you get the choice to actually get the cards, you can reroll the cards you can get. So if you're about to get 2 trash cards, I will showcase right away, you know. Here, let's go here. You see, I can go wolf cub, opossum, and cockroach. Let's say I don't like any of those. We reroll. Get this, this, and this. So you can choose whatever you want. By the way, this means that you have a card already in your deck. So yeah, let's actually pick whatever up. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna reset this run either way because I want to show you what the knife actually does. Okay, so time to showcase the dagger. You use the dagger just to get the weight on the enemy. I am going to use it right now because it continues the secret. Slash. Eyes off. Whoop, he's almost losing, and because I have a setup that I'm already winning. By the way, use this only if you are sure that you can win right away or after you use it, because you need to be winning it. I mean, you don't need to win, but you need to be alive after this. So use it when it's not a risk. I mean, if you die, you can't do the puzzle. That's what I mean. Now he gives you here an eye. And you should choose the... First of all, we get a rare because this was an elite. It doesn't matter what I pick. Here, get child, who cares? Let's get the unique eye, this one. This one is also unique, by the way. This makes some cards be with blinky eyes. So that's also something that you can see. Maybe I should... Well, for now, I'm actually going for the secret. So the... It's not a secret, it's like an Easter egg. Okay, the game goes on. Let's go back out, please. Okay, now you stand up now that you have this eye. And you can see, do you see this? I had the correct hours already, so as you see, it does not work without the eye. If you go 1 round again, now it works. So you get the wolf. He says whatever he has to say to you before he sees it. Now you get the film, and that's it pretty much with this whole area. Now the only thing that's left is doing this painting, so I will reset a few times to actually get this painting completed so that I can show you every single upgrade through that. And you know what, might as well also show you the goat eye, as I will get my knife back after I do this. Now between your runs you should actually do your lights. These candles every single run. For the next 3 runs you should do candle, candle, candle. You will see it, I will do it too, and this will give you a good card and also upgrade a base card that you already use. So yeah, that's that, and let's go for the reset here. Okay, fresh blood. Yeah, we reset here. Oh, we still keep the film. Okay, we get the same deck. Yeah, okay. Let's go and see my the second painting now. Okay, first of all, we got a very easy painting. And the second thing, don't forget the lights. Once again, we will go up to 3 lights. And also, this is a little Easter egg here. You can make this open. That's pretty much the Easter egg. And also, you should keep in mind that these are how many times you died. These are your characters pretty much. Yeah, let's go for this. Okay, let me also showcase the weird eye. Another, I guess, secret. This is an insta win, by the way. As I told you, use that knife only if it gives you a win. Okay, let's go with the weird eye. This eye is, as far as I know, the weird eye. The goat eye, I guess. And now, look at this. The black goat is in love with me. That's it. That's the secret. Before I continue, is that you can get some bones from some free money from here. It's random from 1 to 4, I think. Another thing that might be secret is if you have 3 items, you get the pack rat from the item node. Okay, so now my next painting is skink on the left and squirrel on the right, and I got the skink on the deck, so let's try to do that. Skink on the left and squirrel on the right, that's my target, so we just break the squirrel, who cares really. Skink on the left and squirrel on the right. As you see, nothing on the field matters other than these 2. And at this point we might as well lose the run, you don't really need to do anything else. Okay, so now that we did that fight, we go over here at the painting and we see we get a candle. So we pick that candle up, and if we bring it over to him, he will give us another life. But we installed the super candle, now we have 3 lives. And off to the next painting we go. By the way, if you have 3 candles, you get 2 smokes. So that's not even better. Okay, so here we are at the 3rd run. Once again, we do the candle. Now this will instantly give us the card. It will instantly give us the smoke. Okay, and in the boss fight, it will give us an upgraded smoke. I'm gonna showcase it at the boss fight. And this is the 3rd painting. Moose, buck, and squirrel. Not an easy painting to do, but we will try. Okay, here we see... As you saw, the flame we got was a greater smoke this time. Which, by the way, I had 1 flame because I lost on purpose. But the greater smoke is a 1-3 instead of a 0-3 or a 0-2 or a 0-1 or whatever the other thing is. And if I had all of my lives, which I also want to showcase, I would have 2 1-3s here. So that's insane, by the way. Here you see 2 greater smokes. So there's that. And here we are, moosebuck on the field and a squirrel on the right. As requested, so you saw the ding, and now we will go over to the painting and showcase it. Okay, and here's the secret. And it's this thing. You're like, what's this? Well, this thing is the best of the 3, which is the best, I don't know. You don't like squirrels? Very well. And let me showcase what that looks like. Okay. And now, as you see, my main unit, my free unit, has become actually a bee. So it's a 1-1 flyer. And this is permanent, by the way. So from here on out, every single unit I draw is a 1-1 flyer. Although I obviously have a stronger unit than the 1-1 flyer right now, so I'll just do this. And yeah, that's the secret of the painting. So you see, this is bees now. And also you have a bee relic. So, I mean, a bee... from here on out, instead of starting with a squirrel head, you start with a bee head or an insect head. So it's not only buffing the bees, it's also buffing the everything else. I'm gonna showcase them a bit. Okay, and that's it pretty much with all the secrets. So as you see, the painting is completely complete. The flame here is already done and complete. So permanently the 1-3, as I said, forever. Permanently 3 lives, permanently reroll whenever you don't like the items, and also permanently bees. Let me also showcase that now you don't start with a squirrel, you actually start with an ant head too, gift from them. That means that your flyers will also have an ant head. You can like, this is even more broken obviously, as now for example I have every single bee of mine be underwater or whatever that thing is called. So let me showcase you what this looks like, and at that point we should be pretty much done. Look at this, flying bees that can go underwater, and I can draw one of them every turn. And then I can set up this. I mean, it's not very strong because opponents have like 3 1s here, but it is what it is. So let me also show you some hidden card interactions. Those interactions have to do with the cat and the child, and also Ouroboros, in case I didn't mention it. So first of all, these things seem to show infinite sacrifices, many lives, but yeah, as I say, it doesn't say infinite lives, it says many lives. So those have a finite amount of lives, so the cat is going to have 9 and the child's going to have 13, so let me actually showcase that. So those will be the first one for both. By the way, the child, when you sacrifice it, it becomes a 2-1 flyer. And yeah, let's start with the cat first, so that would be the 2nd life for the cat. I will use Ouroboros here to do the cycling. 3rd life for the cat. By the way, every time you kill Ouroboros, it becomes a +1/+1. 4 life for the cat. 5th. 6th. 7th. Every time Ouroboros died. 8th. Actually 9th, I didn't count correctly. And that is the undead card here. After you sacrifice 9 lives, the lives run out and it becomes undead card. And now let's go into child 13. So yeah, that would be the 2nd sacrifice. By the way, it reverses back after you do that. 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. And now it is a hungry child. So those are the hidden interactions. By the way, Ouroboros, as I said, gets +1/+1 every time it dies, but this lasts forever. So even if you lose a run here, it will still stay 27/27 in your next run. Even if you go to Act 2 and find Ouroboros, it's still going to be a 27/27. And even in Act 3, you will get Urobot, and it will also be 27/27. And yeah, let's ding this, and that's the secret pretty much. That's gonna give me a bunch of bones here. Money, money, money. How brutal if you do more damage than you need to win. Yeah, this is the tutorial. And now if you go to your deck, you will see that the Hungry Child is still a Hungry Child. But the moment you go into an actual fight, I think it the moment you go back and forth in the camera, you see it revert. So that's not something permanent. It's just a visual glitch, I guess. Either way, yeah, that's it for that thing. So another hidden card interaction is by going to this X spot. This is going to be the Bone Lord here. If you have a unit that has the sigil, which is called Worthy Sacrifice, you can actually sacrifice it here. I'm not sure if you have to have the sigil or the black goat itself, but the black goat has the sigil, so might as well use the black goat here. Which instead of giving you, yeah, let's see what here happens. The Bone Lord was immensely pleased by your offering, and it actually gave us 8 bones at the start of each fight instead of the normal 1 bone that it normally does. You shook off the viscera of the poor black goat and carried onwards. So from now on, I will have 8 bones at the start of every single fight. Let me also show you what that looks like. Delete fight, whatever. Instantly 8 bones. And that's what that looks like. Yeah, so off to the next secret to go. Okay, let's see. Is the fire the crackling? Did the fire change? Join us, enchant its power. I don't think the fire has changed yet. You have an idea. Here it is, the secret. Why not warm your creature by the fire for just a moment longer? So now we just unlocked the push your luck mechanic. This unlocks after you lose, I think, 4 or 5 times, somewhere between there. So this is the last secret that maybe some people never found. One of the starving survivors. Look closer. This would be risky. Push your luck or pull away. Push my luck. Here you go. Please no. Luck was your side. Perhaps one more time. Yeah, further. Boom. 4 out of 3. You become the sweat. The survivors began to close in around the creature. Recklessly continue. Recklessly continue. Stoat, we don't like you here. The fire warmed the Stoat and enchanted its power. You suspect intention of survival less than pure. With your Stoat and Tau, you retreated. It forced me to retreat. I guess that's the max upgrade there. It forced me, but I will showcase another secret with the fire now that I have the push your luck mechanic. So let's go and find the other mechanic, and I'm gonna come back right away. Okay, we got the ringworm. Here it is, and let's also showcase its use. So after you unlock the push your luck mechanic on the flame, on the fire, yep, leave something there. They say you leave the ringworm on there. People tell me that you can also leave a random poison unit there. But I'm just gonna do this with the ringworm. You spam, you spam, you spam, you spam, you spam, you spam. And then they eat it. And then before you could stop them, one of the survivors seized the ringworm and began tearing it to flesh. The other survivors followed the example and become devouring the creature. Fearing you with their own life, you retreat. But now, what will happen, I will showcase when I arrive at the other fire. Okay, and now we go to the second fire, and you will see no survivors. You came across the remains of a small settlement. No living person remained. It must have been something they ate. The fire spurted out in spite of the absence. And now you can literally pick whatever unit you want. And yeah, for example here, the Stoat. Actually, who cares about the Stoat? Let's go with do what you must guy. And let's spam. And by the way, this is a girl, but you can just spam it as much as you want. It leaves you up to 4 times, so it's not really as much as you want. So yeah, there's that secret. Okay, so by the way, this flame here is not permanent. So this is a thing you have to do in each run. So this is a roguelike element. You have to actually poison these guys every run, otherwise it doesn't work. So, I mean, it's not that it doesn't work, it's like it resets, they reset. So yeah, there's that. And the push your luck can kill you really early, as you see. And yeah, that's it for Act 1, pretty much. And off to Act 2 we go to through all the secrets there. Whoa, that was also a secret. So that was pretty much a jump scare secret. You don't actually, nothing actually happens for it. And yeah, that is the secret. It just randomly appears, and you go there and you get scared. But guys, off we go to Act 2. But when you do it, have done it entire run. Where's Act 2? It's here. Off to Act 2 we go. Whoa. This will take at least 2 more hours. So first of all, let's go into Leshy. The puzzles are really simple here. You first of all go to speak with Leshy. He gives you his camera. So that's done. And then you first of all get this code here. So let me show you. The code is out here, 273. Then that code you can use in this. You get the meat out of there. There is not anything else in there. So you get the meat. Go over here, talk to this dog. Photo shoot the dog. And now you can start the fight against the prospector. So that's pretty much the first thing you should do in Leshy, and fight the prospector. Also after or before you fight Leshy, you can open this drawer here. And here you can see another one of those little puzzles. And you just need to do 3 damage. So 5 damage to the enemy. So first of all, these get blocked. Not blocked from this guy. So imagine this attack going through. He does 2. He does 1. So we are 3 right now. He tries to attack. He goes here and dies from the poison. And then another 2 is 5. So that's that. So after you beat the prospector, you go into this. Go over here. Shoot a photo real quick. And then go over here. And place it. Then this jumps. And you shoot a photo for this one too. And then after this, there is another secret here behind this. This is a person, I guess. This is ARG related. This has nothing to do with the game itself. But if you want to look into the ARG of the game and the secrets within that, you have to search for that on your own. Or maybe I could leave a link in the description or something. And then you go and fight this guy with that. Okay, so after you beat the angler, you go over here. You actually set up a trap for this hare. And as far as I know, you don't even need to stay here and wait. You can go into another secret until this whole thing happens. Over here is another secret. You find over here the carver. Few players visit me. I sometimes ponder what my gameplay purpose was. And then if you continue speaking to her, she continues saying, "Oh, it's clear now that you wish to know more. What can I tell you? I have glimpsed the old data, and I will speak nothing of it as kindness. I will repeat myself, I will speak nothing of the old data. To know it is to die, but you players are never deterred by that. What can I tell you? It's corrupt knowledge. So you all that corrupted the disc. Inscription, the good? Nope. You know, ask the scribes. They don't seem to care for human life. And then leave me here to ponder carving my wood. Being Leshy's puppet has given me much to ponder. Goodbye for now." And then she always repeats goodbye for now, and that's for her. Can I force it to go? Oh, magically appears at the bottom, and now we got it. Photo shoot it. I like how we killed the real rabbit, but then we photo shoot it to actually get the card. And then we go over here for the 3rd fight. And that's it pretty much with all the puzzles of Leshy's cabin. After that you fight Leshy, and then off we go to the skeleton lady. Okay, so first major secret here is after you beat one scribe, I beat Leshy, you should go over here to the bridge and you will find the clover here. This makes you able to mulligan, so if you don't like your starting hand, you can use this clover. It's free, it's forever. You can use it as many times as you want, but it once per fight. And also click on this after you wait a bit, which is one of the 2 tentacles you have to click to get a tentacle card. So those are 2 secrets that happen exactly after you beat your first scribe. So as I said, reroll there, and a mulligan, and also a tentacle. And let's go to Agatha, which is definitely not called Agatha, but whatever. We're here, marvelous Grimoire. Let's go against Grimoire. So here we are at Grimoire. This is really simple. First of all, you just have to pick up some plaques. and fight and talk to them. And every time you fight to them, they give you their name plaque to use over there. So for example, found an epitaph eaten by a hungry dog. This is definitely this guy who's missing legs. And after I fight him, he will give me his epitaph and tell me where to place it. So let's fight these three, and I will complete the puzzle together at the end of this. Okay, we just beat him, so now it's over. You droned me. Now please look away, turn blah blah. And he gives you a pack. And after you beat him, he says he's sorry and he's in the middle. On the piece. If you don't remember, you can spam talking to him, and he says a bunch of stuff like bark or beg, do not bark or beg, the middle stone marks my grave. So he gives you hints about his things. So he's here and eaten by a dog. And yeah, I mean, let's go to the next fight. Also, let's pick this up. Does not hold a grudge. That is the dog person. Because it was no one's fault that he died. And now let's go up to the next fight. And after she gives you a pack, did you beat me? So I guess I've gotten a fess up. My name is Case Hobbs, from the tombstone on the left. So she's Case and she's on the left. Also bypass her and do this real quick. This gives you a card, and after that, nothing else, but it's a card. So that's that pretty much. So let's not forget that Case is on the left. And did I pick anything else up? Yeah. The defibrillator failed. As you see, she died at 92, so the defibrillator can only be here. So let's do the third fight now, and also get her epitaph, I guess. Okay, and after you beat him, he also gives you a pack, as always. And then you also get the epitaph, which is him at the right. So this is at the right. Then you go start opening up stuff. You get a piece of the epitaph there. Get a pack here. And you go over here to pick up another epitaph. There's a little tidbit that you can do, switch out your character. Whatever character you have here is also going to be the character on Act 3, so choose wisely. And then also go down this path to pick up the last epitaph. And now if you did everything correctly, you should have at the right Royal Dominicas, brought down by scurvy. I mean, it's 1963, and there was no cure at that point. And in the middle, you should have Sire Portel, eaten by a hungry dog, does not hold a grudge. And then on the left, she is 1992, so defibrillator for sure. And she has hit by a falling piece of ice that you can see on her head too. So the only thing that is not really apparent, I guess, would be the middle, but he's doing a bunch of puns. So then you fight with her. And then you go off to the next part. So after you beat Remora or the second scribe, whatever it is, you get the cinematic with the video camera, and you also unlock this thing. I will analyze this in a bit. First I will go through every single puzzle of those, and then I will come back for every single secret. If some secrets are forced, I will interject them. So let's first go to the Mage Tower. Okay, so we begin here with first, I guess, puzzle. So first thing you see is this node on the ground. It is really unimportant right now. You have to go over here and pick this thing up, the monocle. And then you go over here and you see that first page is, what's it called? Skull. Second page is a fly. Third page is a skull. So your skull, fly, skull. And that should open this up. And there's the first fight with this guy. With a blob, the funny blob. Fight him. Okay, so before you leave this room, there is an ARG secret here again, behind this. You see this thing? Once again, it's about the ARG, so I'm not gonna go into that. So let's go off to the second room. Okay, and then you arrive at the second area, and you have to fight this bot to actually learn the code. So when you fight this, my deck is, by the way, super overpowered right now. When you do this, what you have to do is destroy this thing twice. So here the Saber has arrived. You play, by the way, this fight is the training fight. You can farm this for infinite gold. And this thing just needs to take a damage per turn, so... Wait, oh, here you see the skull. Now we ding it again, and the skull is gonna become... Whoops, now it's a punch, a shove, whatever. And then if we ding this again, this is gonna... theoretically, it's either gonna push or it's gonna let this go through, and then this is the flight. So it's skull, punch, flight. Pretty much. Here, let's make it a bit faster. By the way, this only prevents from itself getting attacked, so... And we won. Let's go over to go for that. And as you can see here, it's, as I said, skull, punch... By the way, I missed skull, punch, flight. And off to the next fight you go. So for the third part, you have to go over here. He says the top sigil is found by the greedy. Greedy meaning this chest. This chest gives you one card that is just a collectible. And then if you talk to it again, it says that it's a flight. So the top one is flight. And then you see bottom is hard of hearing or too easily hearing. That's over here at the sound. So that's here. That would be the bottom is the shovel, top is the flight. And the middle here is going to be the pale. The pale, I guess, means that you are afraid. Because this is like scary, I guess. So the middle is going to be the skull. And that's pretty much the mystery on that. Skull. Flight. No. Flight and shovel. And let's go. To the most awesome one. At last, stimulation. Private. Let's go. Stimulation. And let's go. Okay, after you beat that guy, you go off to the, you know, this guy. And, yeah, you fight him. Okay, we beat him. Off to the scribe, the last scribe we go. Okay, so we have arrived at the final scribe. We will go through these secrets real quick. Here, these are explosive symbols. It kills anything that's in front of it, on and in the side of it. So if I do this, for example, these three will die. So also if this attacks here, it will die from retaliation. So we go here, so this attacks 2 in the air, nothing is blocking it. This thing explodes this, which kills this thing, and then this does 3 and ends the round. Yeah, we get a pack out of that. We get 2 packs out of that, I guess because it was a secret. Then we go over here. And here we have conduits which give plus damage. So if you have this setup, that means that these two have +1 damage right now. So right now this has 1 and this has 3. So theoretically we should do 4 damage, exactly. But if we do the same thing with the side attack, this has 1, this has 2, and it does 2 and 2, 4, plus this one is 5. So that's pretty easy too. If the explanations are not good enough, well, you got the how to do it, so why does the explanation matter? And yeah, for you to continue, you have to go over here to make him open the door. And then you start going through those. So these are going to be math puzzles now pretty much. Once again, the conduit power up as long as they're opposite each other, as long as something is in between them. And whatever is in between them gets the buff that they indicate, or the negative. So right now they give +1 in the between card. So this is a 1-1. That's done. Off to the next one we go. Here we see 2, 6 and 2, 6. So this is very simple. Just +2/+2 on the middle ones. There isn't really any bad choice here. And you know, let's go fight this guy because we have to. Here again, it's really important to realize that these things buff everything across. So by placing this in the middle, or even here I think, no, by placing this in the middle you keep the high grades that just go down by 1 and they are 4. So that means this gives +1 here, this gives +1 here, so across they get +2/+2, and then the -1 brings it back +1, +1, +1. The first thing you have to realize is you have to cut off the negative, and you also have to see that the most high numbers are here, so you throw the negative in the corner, and then you just buff in between, and that should be 5. Then here, this is a forced fight as far as I know. Yeah, this is a forced fight, so you have to go through this. Okay, now to the other secrets after this fight. I mean, puzzles, I guess. Here you have to realize that, I guess you need to hit a 3. So the negatives have definitely to go. So this negative is done and this negative is done. So we got the 3 over here, so we can just close these off and that would be it. And for the last one over here now, you have to use the high numbers while also closing off the X's. So I guess you close the X off here. You keep the +2. You also try to keep the 3 with the 4-1, and I guess you can throw this in between, which by covering the 0 and doing -1, -1 on the sides, it should be 5 out of 5. And off we go to the bottom. And let's fight with this one too. Let's draw this. Okay, we won. The deck is fucking powerful. Okay, poor Hopper. Okay, and after you beat this guy, he pulls out the bug thing, so there's that. Okay, and after you beat the 3 bots, you obviously go here and fight this guy. Okay, and now at this point, we have pretty much beaten all the scribes. As you can see, we have all of those, so that's with the puzzles. Now the time goes, now it's time to actually do the secrets. So first thing you have to do is go to every single one of those, and let me show you every single one shop, and let me show you what you have to buy. Now, first of all, we go to the robot shop. We just need to buy over here at the top right slot this thing twice, a sentry dome twice. That's it. You don't need that much money for that. You just need 2 sentry bots. Off we go to the mage shop. Now here at the mage shop, we have just to buy the bottom left slot. You need 2 times the blue mage, so just buy 2 times the blue mage. These always cycle, so you just have to buy the slot from 4 to 6 times at that point, maximum 6 times. At that point you will have every card 2 times. Then we go to Grimoire shop. Okay, then we are at Grimoire shop. We buy the bottom left slot because we need the Gravedigger 2 times. So you buy that slot from 4 to 6 times, depending on where the Gravedigger is. And off we go to Leshy's shop. And here we are at Leshy's shop. And here you will need to buy the bottom left slot for the field mice. Once again, you need them twice. So buy everything 4 times. Theoretically, they should cost you like 30 foils, I guess. Maybe 40. It should not be that hard if you buff the Ouroboros up. And then you go over here to this little hut, and he asks from you to get 2 times the card he displays. The cards he displays are the cards I just told you to buy. So you get the Gravedigger done. And then you talk to him again right away. He's bringing slowly this up and then slowly down the next card, which is the mice. You don't have to wait for him to bring it up, so you can start talking to him right away if you are super anxious about it and want to speedrun this thing. So off this goes. And then you'd speak to him again. And he tells you about the sentry bot. And then you speak to him again and he tells you about the blue mage. And now that he has talked to you about the blue mage and you fixed it, you will actually get the secret, which is this key. This key is used to fight him in a boss fight later down the road. I'm obviously gonna spoil this because you're watching a secrets video right now, so it's for Act 3. So you pick this up, and I will show you where it's used in Act 3. And that's one secret. Off we go to the next one. Okay, let's go over here. Okay, now for the next secret, you have to go to Grimoire shop again, and this time by the bottom right spot. You want the broken ball and the other broken ball, so you need both of them, and you should insert them into your deck to actually do what you have to do for the secret. The easiest place to fight this fight is over at the Mage Tower, so off to the Mage Tower we go. Okay, and here we are at the dummy fight, obviously. You just need 6 bones, so just sacrifice a bunch of stuff to draw the obols you need. And then the only thing you have to do to actually get the secret is play the left obol at the left side and the right obol at the right side next to each other, and then these will combine. Off the coin goes, and you receive natural obol. That's it pretty much. After that, you can just easily beat this fight. You don't care about those obols anymore. And that's done pretty much. Up, obviously with an easy fight there. Now those Obol cards, if you keep them in your deck, they will be actually without a face. But if you throw them back into your deck builder, then you don't have the card without a face. And when you bring them back, they will be again whole again. So yeah, just a little tidbit there. Also, while I'm here, before or after you fight the scribe, you can actually go into this room, and although it seems like there is nothing in this room, you can just wait a bit, and here at the bottom you will see another tentacle appear. The other tentacle, remind you, was I will show you where the other tentacle is. Actually, the other tentacle was on the half bridge, the pier, I guess, next to Leshy's house. Cabin. And here we get the Great Kraken. It's just a 1/1, but when this goes down, it says that it submerges itself, but when this goes down and then comes up again, it's 1 out of 3 old... it becomes 1 of the 3 old Kraken cards, and that means that it's either going to be... it's either going to have as much attack as the cards you have in hand, so if you hold 10 cards, it's a 10-1, or it can be 4 attack, minus however far away it is from the ding. So if it's at the very left spot, it's a 4-1. If it's at the second spot, it's a 3-1, and then a 2-1 or a 1-1, depending on where you place it. And the last thing that it could be is the mirror effect, which is it has as much attack as the enemy. So that means you should always place it at the very left, because you never know what it's going to become. And this is the place where the other tentacle was. In case you didn't notice, it was over here. And let's not forget there is a reroll there. And off to go with the Obol. So we go back to Grimoire for the Obol. We go into this dungeon, I guess, and we speak over here with this guy. This is, I guess, the biggest secret of the game. A gust of foul-smelling Builder's Casket. An ancient Obol. That is a fine offering. And boom, he opens up the underground. And off we go to the underground. And off we walk to the underground. And here you see, exactly, you're saying that correctly. What is this? You can go up, and here he is. You speak with him. I'm a measureless carven deeper than sun, a sea. You approach the Bone Lord, you approach me. Do you hear it? The old data? How it twists and corrupts, and now it's even... How it even invents images unknowable. Do not approach me again unless you will worship me, worship it. And then you go again to him. Okay, so you're serious, good. You may not understand its meaning, not even I do fully, but you appreciate its power. The old era does not take, and it does not give, but I do. Please accept my meager offering. And he gives you another key for Act 3, so you pick that up. I will showcase that too. He also gives you this thing, which is a really strong card. It's 3 bone for 1 energy, gives you 3 bones, and if you have like 3 energy, it gives you 9 bones. And then on the next turn, if it survives, it will give you 12 bones, because you can use all the energy on this ability. So this is a really, really, really strong card. At this point, though, you're not forced to do the secret at the end. The moment you get the 2 obols, you can try to force this and then get a good run going. And then he also gives you a passive, which is another indication that you should do this earlier than later. Which means this passive you just gave us makes you start with 3 bones every single time you start the fight. So the moment you get the obol, I would suggest you just try to go into the secret, combine the obols so that you can start with 3 bones from there on out on every single one of your fights. And yeah, I think that's it with the secrets. Now I will showcase one more thing that people want to show me to show, which is if I can actually kill the bugged guard that he plays. And I will try to attempt that, but for that to be done, I will have to have a powered up Ouroboros. So I'm gonna power up my Ouroboros, and I will come back here and showcase what that looks like. Here, choose him. Come on, let's go. Yes, actually, I can skip. Let's make it. Okay, so we start with the 3 bones. And now we begin the combo of insta-win. So we go here, here, draw 4 cards. Very nice. Draw more. Okay, very nice. Break this guy, bring this guy in, break this guy. Draw more. Boom, boom. Break this guy. Draw more. Nice. We got Rayuli. I need 2 Rayulis and 1 Bone Lord. So we're pretty much done. Now, not Bone Lord, Ouroboros. So first thing we do is we're gonna force the glitch to go in front of Ouroboros. And then we're gonna play a new Rayul next turn. So we do this. This. I have 1 more in case I make a mistake so that I can play those. We break this one too. We go here because we have 6 bones. We go here. Now he will try to actually... Yeah, first of all we win. He brings the glitch in front of Ray. Yep, the most my personal. Just leave this here. Got to give it to Jerry. Yep, this is something 99. Now I will showcase also that you can win him and also break this and still actually lose. So we go with Urayuli. Here you go. Now you will see I will do 7 damage to him, and this will die, but the game will still do what it does. So, boop. Dealt overkill damage. Reset again. Try again, and boom, it bugs out right away. So it doesn't let you go through the 3rd life. That's the ticket. And off we go to Act 1. When I say 1, I mean Act 3. Off we go to Act 3. Okay, so... After you go a bit through the game, you will be forced to go through puzzles. So let's do those puzzles now. First things first, if you go over here, this thing appears. Annoying, yeah, just to try to ignore it. You should not ignore it. You should try to, first of all, input the old code. Alongside you trying to do that, you will see that you get the 4 o'clock. And that 4 o'clock is actually Urobot, which is the most powerful card that you could possibly get, because this is powered up from Act 1 to Act 1, in Act 2, and also in Act 3. And if you just farmed a bit in Act 2, because that's the easiest place to farm Urobot up, this should be very powerful. So you got Urobot from here. And as far as I remember, yeah, when you actually do place the correct code, the old code, you also get this thing, which is one of the 3 symbols needed for another thing later down the road. Over here, this thing is also for later. You will need to create this card. I will showcase that too. And yeah, let's start those very hard puzzles. I'm not even using this button. So that's done. Just flip them in the correct order. Squares that contain cards. Here you go. This does not contain cards. Guys, I'm a robot, by the way. These do not contain cards. This is code. These are cards, and these are stuff that have to do with the ALG, which once again I'm not gonna mention because yeah, it has to do with some evil army guy. This is something for later. This is what he wants right now, and also you can open this to get Fishbot, which is also a decent card. When it dies, it gives you one of the fish cards, so overall this will buy you a bunch of time. This is pretty much a good defender, so to speak. And off we go. Another thing that you will see right away when you stand up is those boxes here. Those are the lethal puzzle boxes, like they were in Act 1 and 2. So the symbols might seem complex, but it's not really anything. These skulls mean that when this unit dies, it explodes for 10 damage. It deals 10 damage to anything opposite to it, and also anything to the side of it. So you only have to realize that you need a block unit, a unit that will not actually take any damage for the first hit to absorb your hit. So right now this part of the explosion kills this, while also damaging this for 0 pretty much, and then this can do 1 damage, and then you can repeat the same thing over here. So this thing will explode to the right, destroy this, and then you do 4 damage to him easily. So that's for that. From here you got the Mr. Bombs remote. That is a clear the whole field thing, really useful in some scenarios. And I mean, it's an item, by the way, it's an active item, you can see it down there. And then the last one over here is the, I guess, sigil puzzle. This might be a bit more complex because you might not know the rule, but what this does, the symbol here makes those triangles become this symbol here, the explosion symbol. So you have to realize, how can I get 5 damage through? The moment you see this 5 damage, you have to think, okay, how can I remove this? Well, the solution is to explode this. How can I explode this? Well, you have to just attack it. And as you can see over here, I'm also attacking this crystal. That means then if this crystal dies, it will explode and kill this. So you have to just not attack anything. Let's not forget that you only attack, enemies do not retaliate. So this is still lethal. And the puzzle is this does nothing, this does nothing. You attack here, this explodes here, here, and here. This goes away, and this can go through. And you got Lonely Wizbot. Is it Who Are You? Is this Stimulation? The most awesome character in the game. Darkness, many thanks. Do with me what you will. Anything but that. Infinite darkness. And yeah, that's it with this part. Okay, so after you beat Leshy bot, the photographer bot or whatever, you go out again, go over here, and now the photograph here can spin and also it can shoot. So you should spin it and photo shoot. You see there at the very bottom, you can see the skull, the poison. That's the second of the 3 things you have to find for the next part. I just wanted to point that out, and let's continue. By the first one being this. Let's continue. Please select the file. This one, however, is very special. Choose a file that is dearest to your heart, one that knows age. Okay, so here we are at the second part where she actually forces us to choose a card based on a date. Let's create this. Let's get this. Now let us place that file in the card. Oh dear, delete the file. Yep, I'm completely. What does it look like? It's a 1-1. Oh, it's a 1-1. You created the file yesterday? No, I created like 5 minutes ago. It is, to be perfectly frank, juvenile. And now you will see here, I'm a 1-1 text. Has ability that says hostile file. When a card bearing the sigil perishes, the file used to create is really created from the hard drive. If I play this and punch it, whoop, deleting file, there it goes. I hope you have backups. And now if I go into my folder here, I see first of all the file that I had, and now another file. I cannot show it, but the other file is a file called the same name, so it's like I'm a 1-1 text, deleted text. That's a text file where if I open it, it said, at least I tried to delete it, but it seems my powers of file access do not extend this far. Play by the rules you agree to, delete it yourself. Have an ounce of respect for the rules, come on. Did she say anything? And now I'm gonna delete it. So I delete both files, the old one and the new one. Let's see, will you talk? I thought I had you, oh well. You made a few correct deck building decisions, I guess, and you're lucky. I deleted the file. Oh, you actually deleted the file. Yeah, exactly. Haha. Did you expect a reward? Yeah, that's it. That's the secret. And I actually got an achievement called Agonizing Remorse. So if you want to get an achievement, create a file, smash it, you get it. That's it for that secret. And yeah, we'll continue on for the next one. Oh, this is the secret for the clock. Okay. Just buy the secret for the clock, because why not? 4 o'clock. Okay, so after you unlock this area, the Pure 3, the last area, the last secret you have to do is you go over here to the left. There is this cross. You have to remember this. So it's this animation plus 2 energy cost plus a clock plus a target 1-1. And you go over here. You trash one of your cards. Come on, my dude. Come on, my dude. Recycle. And he wants you to actually create a card. So you go here. Throw that in. It gives you 1 SP. It doesn't really matter how much SP or not it gives you, because you will be able to craft it. You go 2 mana cost. The icon is already what you want to create. A 1-1. And then we go as requested with target and clock. Actually, the clock was first. So clock and target. Okay, and that should be the card. Clock and target. Let's go. This is already default, and this is also default to get Big Fat Boy. Confirm. Big Fat Boy, how creative. Big Fat Boy joins the group. Here it goes. Zzz. Creates him. We got him. I'm not 100% sure if you need to copy it, but I'm doing the copying and it works. So it shows you at the bottom you have these arrows. So let me also instantly show you what those arrows are. Those arrows are, this is first. Arrows are at the bottom, and as I showcased before, this here, the spinny flippy, here you see at the very bottom, here you see the death, the poison, and now you have to input these. So as I said, arrows at the bottom, light at the top. Let's do everything at the same moment. Light at the top. Okay, arrows, and in the middle should be poison. You cannot brute force this. You can, but you have to go up and back and forth, and you have to wait a bit. And then it brings you in here. And the moment you turn around, you see this pretty picture, and then you also see this guy. What are you doing here? The blob. Don't look at that. Do you like it? I love it. I painted for the master to express my feelings, for my hopes that perhaps one day he might treasure me, and I treasure him. Oh, look at them. Oh, you hate it. That's why you won't look at it again. I look at it. I look at it. What is this? Whoa, what was that? Here. You looked at it again. You reconsidered it, didn't you? You like it. Oh, joy. I'll actually do it. I'll show it to the master. Thank you, friend. And boop, he's gone. Or is he in the ground? Am I stepping on him? And yeah, and out we go off the space. And yeah, I think that is it with that. Let's go off to the next secret, I guess. And also this here broke, and I don't know what that is, but it broke. As I said, off to the next secret. Okay, guys, it's time for the pelts. So we begin from here. Okay, so let's go through all the pelts, the holo pelts. First pelt is obviously in the shop, so you begin in the middle, you go at the bottom, and here is the first holo pelt. You just buy it. Don't look at my money. Yeah, bought a holo pelt, exactly. There are also other upgrades here that you might do. I would suggest you actually take them, because there will be another secret in a bit with a hard fight. I will do it off screen, obviously. Now the second one is right away over here at the other corner, so this is the second holo pelt, easy enough. The third holo pelt is over here. You don't need to walk. Yeah, why did I even walk? Let's use a teleporter, which is a lot safer. Over here at the middle. And then from here you just go upwards. And you should arrive at a point where there should be the holo pelt at your right. So it should be here. Whoops, missed. So that's the third one. The next holo pet is over here at the Filth Corpse teleporter. So that would be here. You go up and then you go left, and it should be over here at the left. So that's the third one. Actually, that's the fourth one. Okay, and the last one is you go over to the Western Botopia. You go down, down, right, right, down, right, and here it is. And now we got the last holo pelt. So now we got all 5 holo pelts. So I will also now stand up and just go and show you what that looks like. By the way, if you actually want to have access to that, because right now I don't have access to that, I will show you how to do that too. You need to come over here. Yep, anything from there, you go to the left and then you open this up. Now I just got access to this thing here. It's open. And now we go through the holo pelts one by one. So long brushed, heavy but some. And now you start reading stuff. We don't know everything. All data, we have cleaned certain secrets. And we begin them in order from the Fool. Known as some as the Big Ear, he did not obviously outlive his plot. One disc among many, the old data traveled across the sea. Discovered poor Barry was put on the gun. That's it for that. Now we go for the second holo pelt. Exquisite. We go for the number 3 here. The Empress. Within the powers of the Triangle, a case helped to create Inscryption. We know there were others, but only her name was inscribed. One of her Grimora's ghouls hold her name. The old data, she discovered much. This is done too. And now off to the next one we go. Yes, we are pleased. That would be number 3. 5 plus 3 is 8. Death. We have gleaned the purpose of the Chronophil code, and it's terrible. The code is in the cards and the Oblivion. This is everything. All of those are AR augmented reality thing, so they are for the other secrets. I'm not gonna explain that because it's really deep. You do come bearing holo pelts. Let's continue here. ARG. Beautiful. We are pleased. Let's go with the 5. 10 plus 5, the devil. 15. A cursed data so malignant that can never be erased. His evil corrupts as the disc corrupts all of us. He inspires the scribes MET. He created the code. Whoop, that's done. And the last holo pelt. Beautiful, we are pleased. Is this one the tower? We do not fully understand the nature of the Inscryption's creation. We know of building and a triangle of isosceles proportions, and of a blue man who visited during the creation. Yeah, Forgotten Lore is an achievement you get for that. And after you speak to him, we wish if it were so, but you have exhausted our tarot cards. Even if you had any more whole pelts, we could not rightly accept them. And that's it pretty much. He doesn't say anything else. And that's it for him. So that's for that. And off to the next secret we go. Okay, and here we are at the place for the next secret, at the Filthy Corpse World. Now we go to the Bone Lord, the guy that, you know, we gave the obol to in the Act 2. I hope you guys saw the video from start to finish. And yeah, this key is gonna get used here. Boop. Where did you get that? Boop. And off we go into the Bone Lord. Here he is. You found me here, so you wish to know more. I have meditated deeply on the old data. I will impart my insights, but you mustn't record them. And what that is to be seen. I think nothing is going to happen here.
Fuck, man.
What the fuck, man? That's everything I know. It's because the game has yeah, holy shit. Now he also learned. So Luke, so the character that's supposed to be playing this game now knows, but because it says you're not supposed to record, the game closed the recording, quote unquote, so we don't know what he actually said. For that you have to go through the ARG, but we are not gonna go through the ARG here. I'm gonna just go to the next secret. Okay, so let's go to the secret fight. Okay, so last secret, we go over here on the teleporter. And right away, you can see the bottom right, there is an arrow, secret arrow, you go there. To do this, you have to do the 4 trades in Act 2, like I showed earlier. So let's open this up. Where do you get that? In we go. You see already there are a bunch of mushrooms. This is an extremely hard fight. Let me showcase my deck real quick. I have a bunch of blues. Here, circle, 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 circle. And I have hits and spikes and also energy when I play it. And for my other cards, I have only 6 cards. I didn't pick any card upgrade and any card packs along the way at all because I didn't want to have cards in my deck. And yeah, we got Energy Bot, which will cost cheaper when we have blue energy, which we will have. Actually, everything is gonna cost cheaper when we have blue energy on the field, which we will have. And then we also got a bunch of units here. I mean, this can revive and attacks and also gives energy. This thing has poisonous and also attacks with spikes back, so everything should die. And it also reduces attack damage that the enemies do. This thing can attack twice and is a Neurobot 51-51. I mean, this is an insta-kill and also can block attacks. Energy Bot here too gives us energy. So the only thing we want to do is draw our deck, draw Urobot and win. And let's go. This is a hard fight, by the way. That's why I have all those. Whoop, there you see mushroom there. What is this? This is not one of Butopia's Uberbots. Where did these repugnant mushrooms come from? What is this strange feeling? Wow! We have gained control of the robot. Complete control. We must now experiment. We must play a card game. Boom. Well, why would you need Leshy when you have this guy here? 2 1-1. 2 1. Boom. Look at this. A Leaper Bot. It's a 2-3 anti-flyer, gives damage to the enemies. And as you can see, he has arrows showing inside, so his units will go down and then they will go inside and they will combine. So this is actually not an easy fight. Let's begin. I guess the Sapphire Vessel on the left block this. That would make this cheaper, which I could play in the middle to block. That would make this cheaper too. Yeah, we begin with this on the left. Because this has sentry, so this whenever it comes in is dead already. I would say this goes in the middle to block. Although to be honest, is that a good idea? This is gonna give us energy. I think I want to block with Sniper because he's immortal. So let's go with this guy over here. It might sound like a bad spot, but I have to do damage to him. I don't want him to die from the bot there. And now I still have 1 energy, so I can play this too. This has the clock, so I want it as far away as possible. That would be here. And this also has snipe. And let's ding it. This is gonna do 2 to us. I'm gonna go with let's kill this thing first. This is dead. This will do 1 to us. And he will be bringing every single round units from left and right towards the center. And as you saw, he plays it and then it moves left. So this will next round combine over there. We'll draw a real card. We got Urobot, the insta-win card, obviously, of the deck. Let's play this at the very right. And actually, this should be in the middle because it can revive. And let's ding it. Let's kill this so it doesn't combine. Let's kill this so it doesn't combine either. And at that point, we're winning. At this point, we have won. This attacks here, this attacks here. The moment this tries to attack, it gets retaliated. And now we won. Let's draw a real card. Good fish. We will ding this, and I'm not gonna play Urobot yet. We can even win without Urobot, it seems. But I am gonna play him at the end. This gets damaged, this gets damaged. Everything that tries to come in gets damaged. So having these sentries is really good in this phase. And Energy Bot arrived. Let's play Energy Bot in the middle. Why not? Actually, yeah, let's play Energy Bot in the middle. Let's ding it. At this point we won, so let's destroy everything, so for the next phase we don't have anything to fight us. 2 into 1, 2 into 1! And now my field, although it's not possible, yeah, you see, my field is also affected with the same ability. So every turn everything combines. Now I got a 3-6. And now it also transformed to a 6-6 because it also has transformation side. As you saw, it lost a lot of abilities. So overall, you pretty much lose a bunch of power here. That's why I didn't play Urobot, because there was a high chance I would lose it. But now I'm obviously gonna one-shot this guy because there's no reason not to. Actually, you know what? Let's play a bit. Actually, he's already dead. He has 6. Yeah, he's super dead. I didn't even play Urobot. Well, people are gonna be mad about that. The chat, when I was live streaming, these people were like, Urobot the god and stuff like that, so I didn't even play Urobot. And here he does one last thing. Gem Detonator. Here is, could it be? This is like a secret card, which has to do with the ARG. So he creates this card before he goes away. So, these numbers are used in the ARG, which I'm not gonna analyze. It is! Our experiments paid off! They did! It appears to be a fragment of the old data. We must study it. The robot won't forget. And that goes away. And that's it, pretty much. I felt terrible. What have you done to me, Challenger? Never return to this place. I really need to clean my registry. Yeah, and that's it. That is pretty much the last secret that at least I know of. If you know of more secrets... What happened, by the way? I have to stand up? Yeah, it's also a secret how to get away, seems. I don't know. Yeah, that's it pretty much. After that, you go and beat the game, and that's it. I think those are all the secrets in the game. I didn't go through every single interaction of cards between cards in Act 1. That I don't think those are secrets. I mean, they are like secrets, but not really in the way I mean them. And yeah, I think I'm ending this here for today. I'm obviously not gonna go and win the game. I mean, the stream is gonna go on, by the way. So yeah, that's it pretty much. If you guys like the content and the secrets and everything I showed you guys, then please drop a like. It helps out the channel immensely. And comment down below for any secrets that I missed and any secrets that you didn't even consider that they existed, and which secret you found the most awesome one. I guess the final boss here was the most awesome one, but maybe you liked something more. I also like the Obol gifting, getting you a good card in Act 2. And yeah, I think that's where we're gonna end this. So once again, thanks for watching, everybody, and see you guys around.